Today I'm going to talk about freedom versus security. Hi, I'm Annie, and I'm at least 20% miserable right now. I hope you don't mind if I keep working while I talk. I'm making ceramic earrings. This is what I've been doing for the last 10 days or so. So I'm self-employed. I am a massage therapist. I practice massage with my feet. So I actually get up on the table and use my feet and my body weight to deliver deep compressive massage. And I enjoy my work. I've been a massage therapist for 14 years, and I've been self-employed for even longer than that, actually. Before I was a massage therapist, I was a residential house cleaner. Being self-employed is great. I like being self-employed because I also really like to make art, and being self-employed allows me the time to do that. I remember I was working at an art supply store when I was about 25 years old. I really liked that because people would come in and they would have design questions or questions about what materials to use. And I had actually worked in like every medium. I mean, I am so familiar with art supplies. And so I loved when people came in with their questions and I could identify for them like the product that was going to help them to solve their design issues. I really like the problem solving aspect of making art. But I was working at this art supply store and there were just some kind of weird things going on with the employer. I just wasn't comfortable with the politics and the atmosphere of working there, and I wasn't very happy, even though I loved that aspect of helping people out with their design problems. I just reached a point where I didn't want to do it anymore. It was kind of an impulsive decision. I do make impulsive decisions sometimes. I was at work and I thought, I can't do this anymore. It was close to quitting time, and I just wrote a letter of resignation, said I'm not doing this anymore. I didn't give any notice. I don't think they really needed me to give notice. You know, they would be fine without me. So I just gave notice, and then on the way home, I stopped at the library and I checked out some books about how to be a cleaning lady. And I just decided that I was going to start a cleaning business. And that's what I did. So that was the beginning of my self-employment. I think I was about 25 years old. I like being self-employed. I really do. And massage therapy is great. However, it's extremely inconsistent. It's part of the reason I'm kind of miserable right now, even though I'm really enjoying having all this time to work on my art. My business is so slow right now. We just had the Labor Day weekend and I had a 3-day weekend off. It wasn't planned. My schedule was actually open. It's just that, people are doing other things. The last hurrah of the summer. People were camping and, going to barbecues and that kind of thing. I actually had some appointments on Sunday that weekend and they were canceled because people found better things to do. And so we're going on 10 or 11 days now. And I've worked like 2 of those days. And it's the 9th of the month. I have bills coming on the 10th and on the 15th, and I don't have the money to pay those bills. Tomorrow, I have bills, and I don't have the money to pay them. Tomorrow, I'm going into work, and I'm doing 2 massages, but I'm not going to make any money. So these are massages. They're people using gift certificates that were purchased several months ago. And it's just kind of like an oh shit kind of moment for me right now. And I'm not particularly irresponsible with money, although I do sometimes spend money on art supplies. I spend money that I don't have, but that's kind of a quality of life thing. I mean, without art supplies, I would just be miserable. Some people spend their money impulsively on heroin and hookers. I don't do that. I bought a bag of clay, It is great being self-employed. I love that I have time to make my art. Even when my schedule is really full, like say, even if I did like 15 or 20 massages in a week, that would be a really full schedule. I would still have time to make art. I've been doing this for 14 years, massage. I've learned a lot and I think that I'm good at it. I have good relationships with my clients. I'm not flaky. I'm organized. I'm on time. My office is clean and relaxing. I just have a good rapport with my clients. And you're just going to have to take my word for that. I start to get really insecure about it. Like, people are wondering, why do you have such a hard time making money? You must be bad at your job. And even when I talk to other massage therapists about it, and everybody has advice. Like, I mentioned it on a massage therapy forum that it was just really slow and I just wasn't making it. And somebody said, well, are you insisting that clients come back? And I was thinking, like, that's a little heavy-handed. No, I'm not insisting, I talk about the benefits of massage with my clients, I believe in it. I believe in it for myself. I've been trying all year. I have made a resolution to get one massage per month. September isn't looking too good. I don't know. I got 2 massages in February because it was my birthday, and I think I'm going to have to cheat in September and just carry that massage over and say that I made good on my resolutions, because I really don't see how I could possibly afford to get a massage. I might even trade. I tend to prefer not to trade. When I've traded for a massage in the past, there is a high percentage of cancellations that, it's time for me to get my massage and the therapist that I'm trading with cancels. And I think it's because they don't think of the trade as being as legitimate as a real massage. It could even be that a client called them that was going to pay them money, and so they canceled on me. They canceled on the trade so that they could make the money. No, I don't do that. I'm not flaky. So if I'm trading with someone and it's my turn to give them a massage, I take it seriously and I don't cancel and I don't flake on people. But I've just noticed that other people tend to cancel and flake on massages that they're not actually, getting cash for. And so honestly, I would prefer to just pay for the massage because I don't want to be canceled on. I don't want my time to be wasted. But I might try to trade with someone for this month because I would like a massage. So I'm feeling really down on myself, like, low self-esteem. It's hard for it to not get to me. I feel like such a loser. I am 42 years old and I'm just not making it. I know that you might be thinking that I'm just a shitty massage therapist, but I really feel like I'm not. I do care about my work. I'm attentive. You just have to take my word for it, I guess. I don't know. But I've thought about freedom and security a lot. I'm a very security-oriented person. I like to feel safe. I like to feel like I have enough money and I like to be prepared. I'm the kind of person that, if I had enough money, I would go to Costco and in my pantry, I would have like 20 cans of green beans and just stock up on all the things that I know that I'm going to eat because I like to be prepared. But when you are self-employed, like I am, it's just really a juggle sometimes if you're not making it. If income is inconsistent, it's really a juggle. Like today, I need toilet paper, but I have $15. So, really, I have $15. I don't have enough money to pay my bills. So I put $140 cash in my bank account to try to cover the bills, even though it's not going to be enough. And what I had left over in my wallet for spending was $15. And so, do I buy toilet paper or should I spend that money on food? It's a tough call. It's a tough juggle. If only I had a diploma. If I had like a college diploma, I could use the diploma to wipe my ass. And then I wouldn't need to buy toilet paper. I actually went to university. I'm highly educated. I just didn't finish. I kind of love university, except for the bullshit. I had really romantic ideas about academia when I was in high school, and I was so excited to go to college. And then I got there and I was like, this really just about jumping through hoops. And it was when I was in college that the internet really came onto the scene. I guess I was in college in like 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001. I was in college for a long time. I just kept taking classes because I like learning. So when I was in college, the internet was just coming on to the scene. You remember Netscape? Yeah, browsers, searching information. It was suddenly just like this whole new thing. Like I could go to the internet to get information and learn. And I thought that was amazing. And it started to seem like school is kind of bullshit. It's just about jumping through hoops, and, you can learn anything you want from the internet. Learning is free. And I just wasn't getting anywhere in college. It was just, I could just see that, whatever liberal arts degree I'm going to get, like, there's nothing I can really do with it. I mean, I could advance and, get a master's, get a PhD, and teach at university, but it was just like the politics. I don't do well with systems and bullshit. Anytime you're working for a university or in any kind of system, there's bullshit. There's just systems where things are done inefficiently that you don't agree with, and bureaucracy and just chaos that you have to put up with, that I'm just not really cut out for that. Maybe that's immature. Maybe I should have just gotten over it, become an art history teacher or something. I love art history. I don't know that I'm much of a teacher, though. I didn't take out student loans for that, by the way. I spent my own money, actually. My father died in a plane crash in 1985, and there was a settlement. And I had some money. I had about $100,000, which to me seemed like tons and tons of money. I thought it was so much money. I didn't think it was ever going to run out. And I spent it on college. And I didn't get a degree. And I don't really regret that, because honestly, it would have been a degree in like art history or literature or creative writing. And like, really, what would I have done with that? I'd probably still be doing the same thing that I'm doing right now, making earrings, being a massage therapist. So yeah, I don't have a good sense of money. I could have, invested it differently, and maybe I'd be okay right now. And now I think about $100,000. I would love $100,000. I would love $1,000 or even $100. But really, if you think about it in perspective, $100,000 isn't that much, because you can't even buy a house with it. I mean, not here where I live anyway. But, I could have, if I had any sense of math or money, I probably could plan better for the future and like set myself up to be comfortable. And now I'm a lot better with money in terms of saving it when I can. I just don't make very much. So you can't save what you don't have. Like when my clients buy gift certificates, I know that I should save that money and pay myself when they come in. And I always have that intention, and it never works out that way. Something comes up, I need to pay my taxes, or, some medical thing. I mean, I have health insurance now, but I used to not have health insurance. So, some unexpected medical thing could just totally wipe me out. There's always unexpected things. And then in massage, you have to pay for continuing education and keeping your license up. And it's not nothing. I mean, I probably spend a couple $1,000s every 2 years to renew my license. That's including the continuing education and stuff that I have to take. So I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like a giant loser. But on the freedom side of things, I am making these earrings. I'm really enjoying myself, and I'll put them in my Etsy store, and maybe people will buy them. I don't make a lot of sales in my Etsy store. I sell these pillows with images printed on them, but really the biggest seller that I have are patches that I make, like this, patch for your jeans. And those sell, I don't know, like 1 or 2 sales a month, but I always end up spending more to keep the Etsy store open than I make so far. So I'm making these earrings and I'll put them in the store. And then I guess, I just need to focus on promoting the store more than I have been, because I'm probably not promoting it enough. If you just put stuff in Etsy, you don't always get a lot of organic traffic. You really have to hustle and put your product in front of a lot of people via Instagram and Facebook and all that. I don't know, maybe I'll do some video tutorials as well. So my handmade business is handsomeannie.com. I'm on Instagram and Facebook, and I also have a YouTube channel that's handsomeannie.com. And I think that one of the things that I can do is more tutorials, because I actually know a lot about this process of printing images on fabric, and it's really tricky. I put in a lot of hard work and experimentation learning how to use it, and a lot of people struggle with it and they're having a hard time figuring out how to use it. So one thing that I can do is make tutorial videos helping other people. So something that's really cool to me, if you Google solar fast, like on that first page sprinkled all over the place is my artwork. Like, that's so cool. It's just because not very many people are doing it, and so when you search that, I come up right away. So I could capitalize on that. And something that's really neat with the clay stuff that I'm doing, I'm making earrings. They're like the kind of earrings that you wear when you have big holes in your ears. And I'll insert some close-ups of what the earrings look like. But something that's really cool that I'm experimenting with right now is how to print photographs onto ceramics. So you can maybe use this solar fast die. I printed it on Bisqueware, if that means anything to you. And it's in my kiln right now, and I'm high firing it, and I'm just going to see if the image is going to burn out and disappear or if it's still going to be there when I open the kiln. So that's really exciting. So the solar fast die, I don't know if it'll work, but cyanotype die will. And so it is possible to print images onto ceramics. I'd like to make some Christmas ornaments or maybe little pendants that have images printed onto ceramic. But anyway, I'm a really security-oriented person. What I've noticed over and over again in my life, that when push comes to shove, I will choose freedom over security. And I really want to believe that I can have freedom and security at the same time, but it hasn't happened yet. I'm 42 years old, and I've put so much work into my massage therapy business. I do care, and I do try, and I do the best job that I can. And I feel like I really do have something valuable to offer. And a lot of my clients recognize that. The regulars, they see that. And they come back and they're loyal. I just need more regulars. And it's really hard to not feel down on myself about it. Like, I must be doing something wrong. But I've looked at it up and down for the last few years, and I really feel like I am doing so many things right. I just can't see what the flaw is. I can't see why it's not working. I do know that a lot of other massage therapists are also struggling. And there's also a lot of massage therapists out there that I think are pretending that they're doing really well. And I really think this has to stop. It just is a huge pet peeve of mine when entrepreneurs and self-employed people pretend that it's all magic and they're making it and they're making tons of money when they're not. They're lying, and they're perpetuating this lie that you can actually make it, that it's easy and you can make it and it's magic. I don't think that's true. I think it's really hard, and I think a lot of times they're not actually making a lot of money. They're just pretending. It's like the lie of fake it till you make it. There's a belief in our society that is so entrenched that you need to fake it till you make it. That's the game. I think a lot of people are pretending. So I don't know how many other therapists in my area right now are sitting at home feeling depressed, going through the same thing that I'm going through right now, because they're not saying it out loud. They're pretending like everything's okay. I think I've made less than $200 this month in the first 10 days of the month. And it's hard not to be worried about that. That's what I've got going on. I really am enjoying making earrings though. I've been doing this all week. I've fired my kiln like 3 times and getting a lot of exciting results from my kiln. So that part of my life is doing really well. I just wish I didn't feel like such a loser. I wish I had a little bit more money and felt safe that I'm going to be able to get through the next 2 weeks of bills without the shit totally hitting the fan. Anyway, I'm not always in a great mood, and I'm not going to pretend like I am. So anyway, I gotta get back to work. So I'm gonna just keep doing this and probably try to watch some stand-up comedy on Netflix. I've been doing that a lot lately. Forget about my troubles, lighten the mood. I mean, if I can't work, I might as well be doing something. So I'm developing this new product for my Etsy store. That's the best I can do.